Okay, so this is the power outage alerting system. I haven't decided on a name for the actual project yet, but this is it. It's based on the Raspberry Pi, as you can see here. It's got from Adafruit a little GSM module or GPRS module, and the SIM card is from a company called Ting, the service as well. It's really great. Well, from my experience, it's on their GSM, like I said, GSM version, so it's either going to be T-Mobile or AT&T, depending on, I think it prefers T-Mobile, but it will run on AT&T's network as well, if that's all that's available. So that, it's a from Adafruit, Sim 800 or something like that, the antenna for it there. So the way that it works is we have power going in here from the wall, or AC power, or no, at this point it's DC, 5 volt. Ethernet is here, so it is connected to our local network as well, to send email and just to manage it. Batteries, which this must have a battery to even turn on, so that's why I have that little one in there. I should have just hooked this one up to the board or something that I could distribute power to both, but the bigger one, it's a 600 milliamp hour battery, 3.7 volt, connected to this, which is their Adafruit's Power Boost 1000C. So it charges and also provides power, 5 volt, boosts it for 5 volts. So that's what's powering this through the GPIO. It's connected to the ground and the 5 volt GPIO pins. This is a current sensor, also from Adafruit. This is all that I could find or decide to do it by. I didn't have the knowledge to do it any other way. So it's the INA or ENA 219 DC current sensor, and I believe it'll also do voltage, and it's addressable over I2C or I2C inline, so DC in. You can't really tell, but there's the ground is going directly to the power boost, and then and then the positive is going into the current sensor in line with that, and then from the current sensor to the power boost. So what happens is, this is on the input, or the power supply for the power boost, and whenever it gets whenever this senses, the software is taking samples every second, I believe I have it set to, from the current sensor, and if the current drops below threshold, then that triggers the software to send out alerts, and I can show you what that looks like here. And this battery, this acts as a battery backup at that point, so the battery supplies power so that the Raspberry Pi can still operate, and as well as the GSM module. So then the Raspberry Pi is connected over serial to the GSM module and sends out the alerts, and that looks like, so it sends out text, and also I have this software, it's Python, sends out alerts that way. So we have simulating a power outage. So I'll get an email. Well, there's the text first. Loss of power occurred, timestamp, outage duration, and then email as well. The exact same message. So as long as the power is out, every 15 minutes it'll continue to send notifications and updates saying, hey, it's still out. It's been so long since it first went down. And it'll do that until either the battery runs out, which I haven't checked to see exactly how long that will be. The battery runs out, or until external power is restored. Same thing, current sensor went above the threshold. Power's been restored. Gives the total duration of the outage. So all the software is done with Python, using a couple different libraries. For the current sensor and for well, no, it's just AT commands over serial for the GSM module. So that's it. The one thing that I would like to do, because right now I have to delay by 3 seconds or 3.5 seconds between each text message sent. So if you think, 10 people, there's a total of 30 seconds that have passed before each person's received it. And that means that, well, it's not that bad because the original timestamp is the same for each. But we have, yeah, I'd like to do group MMS. But I need to figure out the AT commands because it's not yet implemented in the documentation, at least by Adafruit. And I think the main hurdle will be to figure out what gateway to use for MMS. So it might be something through T-Mobile, or it might be something through Ting. So I'll have to probably call. But talking to somebody who actually knows what I want will be difficult. So, but that's it. And it works well so far. I've not had it go down at all for, I don't know, at least a month. So feels good to be done with it, or at least with this version.